Hi everyone, Nessie here. I have another journal I would like to show you. I've done a Halloween one. I've never done a Halloween one before. I'm not a big fan of Halloween. I don't really go for all of the horror and the gore and all that kind of stuff, but I saw this lady's journal that she made out of her kit and I just absolutely loved these little witch images of hers, so I decided to have a go. So this is a kit done by Sweetpeacuriosities, I think she's called. She does loads of these file folder kit things and she makes them into books, so I decided to make mine into a book. And yeah, I just love it. It's a really nice kit and I bought quite a few of them. I am going to do the Christmas one next, but yeah, this is my first Halloween journal and I did enjoy doing it. I don't know if I would move on to other types of Halloween journals because, like I say, it's not really something I enjoy, but I did enjoy making this one. I've also used another kit for fussycuts by someone else, but I can't remember who it was now, but I will look it up and I will put it in the description below. So yeah, and I will put the link to is it Sweetpeacuriosities? I'm sure it's Sweetpeacuriosities in the link below. So this is, I did the same binding as her, which is a tab binding. I think she calls it a no-sew binding, but I've always called it a tab binding. I have used it before on envelope journals. I did use a washi tape for my binding on this time, but I did reinforce it with glue. So I didn't just use the washi tape, I glued the washi tape down. So, I mean, I've been flipping it open and closed all for about a month while I've been making it, and it's held up fine. So I'm actually quite impressed with how well it's held up. So anyway, this one measures roughly, it's 7¼ inch, 18½ centimeters down. Width wise is, if you go to the edge of the page, it's 4¾ or just over 12 centimeters. If you're taking it to the end of the tabs, it's 5½ inches or 13½ centimeters. And the spine is currently at about 1¼ inch. Yeah, which is, what is that in centimeters? About 3 centimeters. So yeah, so the front cover is just some cardboard. It's just ordinary cardboard, which orange, yeah, it's an orange cardboard, and then I covered it in this kind of like netting fabric that's got spider webs on it. Don't know if you can see it. I just got that in a fabric store, but yeah, it's and that's on the front as well. And then on the front I put some rickrack down. I've put the words witching hour on there with a little bit of fabric. This fabric was off of Halloween decorations that I got from like a Poundland. I don't know, obviously you wouldn't get Poundland in America. I don't know what you would call it over there, but it's just one of those cheap shops. And I took the fabric off the decorations. This fussy cut image is actually, it's not, I cut it from a backing paper from the kit, and then one of the images from the kit with some photo corners. This is a shrunken down image from the kit. So first page, there is an envelope on the side, and these are fussy cuts that I have taken from another kit. I will put a link to it. The words come from her kits though, so that's Hocus Pocus. It's a little die cut envelope which does open up, out, and inside there is a little card, just a little Halloween thing, and that tucks under the frame to keep it shut. Back doubles up as a tuck spot, and there is a journal card which I've backed with some yellow paper and one of the journal cards from the kit. Now, I actually made this journal when I was on a crafting holiday with my sister. We go to Centre Parks a couple of times a year and we just sit in the cabin and craft. And I didn't have my sewing machine, so I've literally got no sewing in this journal at all. But if I was at home, I probably would have stitched a lot of the cards, but I think it works fine as well. Now, this image is not in her kit. This is from a different kit. Again, I can't for the life of me remember who, but it's literally the only page I used from her kit is this one with the bats on. I will put a link to it below though, just in case anyone wants it. I mean, I will use the kit probably next year. At some stage I will use her kit, but for this one I just used that one page. And then we go into the file folders. So this is one of the file folders. I think there is a total of 9 file folders in the kit, but I have added extra pages. So this is a file folder from the kit, and you open it up. And then in the kit, she also has these smaller like panel images, which are these, which I've mainly used for flip outs and pockets. But they're so cute. Aren't they cute? They're not creepy. I don't tend to use people in my journals because I find them a little bit creepy. The old-fashioned photos and that where they don't smile, I don't really like them, so I don't tend to use them. But these ones they're cute and they're not creepy. Well, I don't think they're creepy. So this is a flip out, and then we have a corner pocket. This is a pocket from the kit. She just gives you hundreds of pockets. There's loads of pockets in this kit. So which I decorated with an image of a witch, a potion bottle and a little label, and in there is another journal card. Most of the journal cards are shrunk down images of the file folders, so I kind of like printed 2 to a page and then used the smaller ones for the journal cards. I've also put words on the edges of the file folders. These are all come in our kit. This one says Halloween. I also used a kit of backing papers. I think they were from Colo Collage, something like that. But again, I'll put a link to all the kits that I've used in the description below. Next page is the back of the file folder, and here is kind of like a library card type pocket, which I put some fussy cuts on and a little bit of fabric. In there are 2 journal cards, well, a journal card and a tag. Next file folder is another beautiful little witch. This one opens up. On this side we have a cluster with a little cat on. This file folder says October. And we open this up, and this is one of the panels. I'm hoping I'm getting that in. This is a panel. She's gorgeous. I love her hair. And then I've made 2 little kind of like Polaroid pictures of a couple of the little witches, and it says trick or treat. Decorated it with a few fussy cuts, and that one has this journal card in. And that flips shut. And then on the back of that file folder I've taken an image. Now you see this image was from this kit, so I did use another page. I used this page and this one, and I just cut it into 3 and made it into 3 pockets, and then each pocket has a journal card, not a journal, just a plain black tag with a little fussy cut image on the bottom. I think they're all pumpkins. Such a lovely image. That one, and then in the top there's this one. And then on the next file folder we have another pretty little girl, beautiful witch. And then on this side, this I've got a flip out. This is from another kit as well. I think this was from the same person who did the fussy cuts. This has a cluster on it, and this flips out to show a tuck spot, which is it's just a piece of card, and I've layered up some fussy cuts on it and put a label on that says Witch's Kitchen, wickedly delicious. That has a journal card in. And then this flips out again and is just blank for some journaling on. There is a kind of sticker on the side and some ribbon along the bottom. And then on this side I used one of the panels. Again, this one I used as a large pocket and has another journal card inside. I love her hat. And on this one it says pumpkin. And then on the back I used a paper bag to make up a pocket. I did have to cut it down, it was too big, but then this part is the paper bag, and there has a journal card in. Paper bag, again, I've just all I've really done is decorated with fussy cuts, just layered them up, and obviously it says pumpkin, but it's also got a pocket at the back, so there's a journal card in the back part as well. That just slides in. Here's another house panel with a cluster on and a lamp. This opens up into a page, just has 2 journal spots on, and then I've just put a cat and a clock fussy cut on those. And on the back here I've made a little flip out of a tag. This is, this I think is in her kit, and she has these little tags, so I've put those in. There's a little cauldron. These are attached. There's one of a witch, and this one says happy haunting. And then I just put that little pocket on the front and added the word boo, but then that flips out, and on the back there is another little pocket that says goblins, and that has 2 attached tags on it as well with some backing paper. Now if you didn't want these attached, it's not going to take much to just cut the string and have them unattached. It's not going to make any difference. I wasn't too sure about it, to be honest, but I like it. But if you don't want them attached, you could just cut the string. And then there's the another beautiful witch on a file folder. So on this one I lined the inside with some orange paper. I added the word wicked to it. I then used 2 panels as pockets. They looked quite similar in looks, these two, so I used these 2 together. Just added some labels of Double Trouble, and these are side pockets. So there's this one in that side and this one on that side, and they're both backed as well. And then on the other side I have kind of just done, it's like a belly band, but it goes across the top of the page. So it's just 3 circles making up a belly band. These are kind of like the backing papers that go with her file folders. So yeah, they are nice backing papers, and I did get some nice fussy cuts out of those as well. And then there's this long journal card. This is another one of the backing papers on the file folders, and it's backed. And then I used this kind of ticket just as a flap, so you could just slide it through, and then just holds it in place. Here we have another gorgeous witch. On this side I've used another panel as a flip out, and I've left that pretty much plain. I've just put a sticker in the corner that says Bat Blood with a little bat on it with a bit of ribbon. And then here I've used some of the pockets from her kits, and I've just layered them up. She gives you a lot of these types of pockets, so I layered them up. I used all the potion bottle ones, and then in one of the kits I had these Sanderson sister labels, which I absolutely love. I love that movie with the Sanderson sisters. So this one was Sanderson Sisters Brewing Co. Premium Witches Brew, with a little potion bottle fussy cut. So these all have a card in. This one says Boo with a bit of ribbon and a ghost, and again they're all backed. So that's that one. This one says Trick or Treat with a little cute image of a witch, and the top one says Candy with some candies, I suppose. So yeah, but these are lovely images on these pockets. And again, you could fussy cut a lot of these out and use them as fussy cuts. And then I've got cobwebs written on this one. And then on the other side I have made a pocket with some witches broomsticks on. These I cut out of the backing paper and made a kind of window pocket, but it's got some tissue paper in it, so when the journal card's out, like if you can see, I kind of fussy cut the broomsticks out of the backing paper, so you can just about make out some of the broomsticks through the tissue paper. I put the tissue paper there because if I'd left that clear, it made it kind of too busy and you lost the fussy cuts. So I put the tissue paper there, but you can still see the broomsticks behind. And then there is another journal card inside, and this is another one of those Sanderson sister ones, and it says it's just a bunch of hocus pocus, Halloween. She's cute. And the other side is, I really didn't want to mess with these images. I know you got the tabs on them, but I didn't want to put fussy cuts or labels or anything on them because I wanted you to see the image as it is, because they're so beautiful. And then inside there I have used another panel as a flip out, and this is a double flip out, so it flips out again. And here I've just done a cluster with a potion bottle, and then that flips out again, and there is another of the panel images. And here I've just used this list of words as kind of like a tuck spot, and there's the journal card for this one. And then on this side I made like a little specimen. Well, it is a specimen card, but I've kind of used it as another photo frame with a little witch in and a label. This is sealed. You can't take the image out. It is literally sealed as a photo frame. And in there is another journal card. Some more pumpkins on. And this one says ghoulish. Ghoulish. And then on the other side, I have made a paper bag pocket. So this is the bottom of a paper bag. It says double, double, toil and trouble. There's a fussy cut image on there. And now this opens up, and I don't have anything in there, but I will put some things in there because let me just kind of show you. I do have quite a lot of the fussy cuts left. Oh, sorry, I'm not organised and I can't get them out of the tin that I put them in. They do not want to come out. Yeah, when I make a journal, I fussy cut everything in advance, and then I separate them into these like little envelopes of what's in them so that they're easy to access. So I do have quite a lot of them left over. Like this one's got potion bottles in. This one's got like witches images and circles. Then I've got like cats and bats and pumpkins, and so yeah, there's just loads of them, so I have quite a lot left over. And then this paper bag pocket here, this opens up into like a hidden little bag. Now you could journal on cards or something and put them in there, but I was just going to chuck some extra fussy cuts in there so that when you're doing your journaling or adding stuff, you can just decorate your journals with the fussy cuts, and it's just somewhere nice to keep them. So yeah, I was just going to fill it up like that, and then it folds up and they're all nice and safe and it's hidden. Do you kind of get what I mean? So yeah, I wasn't very organised with that. And then that's a pocket, and this is one of the backing papers of the file folders. It is really a beautiful paper she uses. And then there's another journal card in there as well. And here I have used 2 of the panels to make a pocket page. So there's one panel, there's another panel. I just kind of glued them together to make the page. And in there I have put a couple of tags with some labels on. And they just sit in there. I'm hoping it's showing up okay. It's a really horrible day today. Wet and miserable and stormy. So it's quite dull. And that's the other side. Here I've used another one of the houses. This again is a Sanderson label that just says Halloween party, trick or treat, witches are welcome, eat, drink and be scary. And this one opens up. And I've got 2 double pockets here with some houses on, haunted houses. With some, again, this is another fabric from one of those Halloween decorations. And in there is one journal card. And another journal card. And on the other side, there's just a little cluster. Here's another image from the file folders. This side I've used this panel as a flip up, so that just flips up. The underside is clear for journaling. And then here I've done a large pocket, and I've done this so that it looks like a picture frame. This actually does come out, so you could replace it with your own photo if you wanted to, but at the same time it's kind of like a journal card, so you can do some secret journaling on the back, and then you can just slip it back in as a pic photo and no one would know you've got your journal there. So yeah, it does. Yep, there you go. And at the same time, this is a large pocket, so there's a journal card in the top. That one says trick or treat. And this side, the label says haunting. And then this one opens up. And here I've done some kind of camera roll pictures with some buttons and some ric-rac. Again, these don't come out, they're just like little photos. And a journal card. And another witch image. Here's another house image. This one I've just put some labels on. This is another Sanderson one. And it's Sanderson Bed and Breakfast, Children Stay Free. And a little image of a trick-or-treater. And then that opens up. And this one I've just left as a journal spot. Again, there's a Sanderson Sisters label. Sanderson Sisters Black Flame Candle Company. So I decorated this pocket with some candle fussy cuts, and I coloured the flames in black so that they're black flames. Because in the film it was a black flame, wasn't it? And so I've also done a little journal card there with some fussy cut images. And on the other side, I just did a bit of ribbon and added a little bat on there. This one says Ghost. That one I've just left plain. I have left some plain. Again, that's the backing papers from her kit. This one I just added a little fussy cut of a girl. In the fussy cut kit there were loads of images of these children kind of all dressed up for trick-or-treating and that. They didn't really fit in with what I wanted, but they are there if you want them. This is the only one I used. And she has her cauldron and she's holding a sign that says cauldron. And you open that up, and then we've got two top pockets. So one says Wicked, the other one has some leaves on and a witch's hat. And in there we have two journal cards. Now with this one, I ran out of ink when I printed it, and it came out this purpley colour, but I thought it fitted in quite well, so I just used it anyway. But yeah, and then these go in, but you can still see their little faces. And on the other side there's just a stamp sticker and another lovely witch. Okay, so here on this flip out, she gives you these kind of curved pockets. So I didn't use them as a pocket. I kind of punched a hole in them and threaded some string through. So it's kind of like a belly band. This does open, but you don't need it to open. The only reason I would open it is because if you take the journal card out and you open it, you could then journal and write on the space that's underneath. So it does open, and you would just thread the string through to close it. This is with some fussy cuts, and then I stamped spells and potions onto some fabric strips and put those on. And there is a journal card that says Halloween, trick or treat, spooky, boo, pumpkins. Little labels. I think these labels actually come with the fussy cut kit, whereas these labels, the typed ones, are in her kit, are in the file folder kit. And then that just slides in there, but you can obviously open it and put it in there, but it does slide. And then this flips out, and here we have another image panel. I've used another one of her corner pockets here. I've decorated it with some pumpkins and a lamp. It says jack-o'-lantern, and in there is another journal card. This one says spooky. And then we come to the back. So on the back I've just done a side pocket with the word spooky and a house fussy cut image on it. And in there I have used, there's just an envelope, there's nothing in it, it's just an envelope with 3 witches on. This was a freebie by Tracy Fox, so this does not come in the kit. There are actually no envelopes in this kit, which did kind of disappoint me because I'm a big envelope fan, as you know, but it didn't make any difference to the journal at all. I managed to make a lovely journal out of, well, I think it's a lovely journal out of it, and I didn't miss the envelopes too much. And then again, this is the other side of the page from the front cover. I haven't put anything on it, I've just left it as it is because I like it as it is. And that's the back cover. So yeah, that is my first Halloween journal, and I have to say I absolutely love it, and I really loved using her file folder kit. And I've bought her Christmas one, so I'm going to do that one next. I've also bought a couple of the others. I think I bought the botanical one and the vintage one, because I think those are ones that you could use with other journals and other themes because they're more neutral. So yeah, anyway, I hope you like this. I love it. I will be listing it in my Etsy shop, and I will put the link in the description. And I would love to hear your feedback on this one, because it's so different to what I normally do. I normally steer away from things like Halloween and that. So yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. And please do like, subscribe and comment and all the usual. I will try and get back to you if you comment. And yeah, I'm starting to waffle again. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.